Nothing makes you realize how much you take your health for granted, like a simple injury that suddenly slows you down.
Yep.
We are here to share some insight and provide a short list of 4 questions for you to consider as you prepare for retirement. We had plans,
We did.
holiday travel from South Carolina, a
Yep.
big family Christmas reunion in Maryland,
Yep.
a very important hospital visit in Virginia,
Yeah.
holiday momentum,
We had it
a
going.
schedule,
Yeah.
a rhythm, and then, just like that, a few days before Christmas, I rolled my ankle and fractured my left foot and damaged some ligaments pretty severely.
Yeah, you did.
Our plans came to a screeching halt like the train from the Polar Express.
Polar Express, good movie. Might be
Mhm.
favorite Christmas movie up there with Elf.
Yeah.
I like a good Elf movie, I gotta say. Okay, go ahead.
It wasn't dramatic. It was just, it wasn't life threatening.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just serious enough to change everything. And that is the scary part.
Yeah.
In your mid to late 50s,
Right.
that's me,
Yeah,
56,
that's us.
it doesn't take a major event. One small injury can really cause you to realize your health and independence are so important.
Yeah, that is true. And when you fell, I wanted you to have one of those buttons like in those old commercials that say, I've fallen and I can't get up. But we didn't have one. I was actually in the house, but I wasn't aware of what had happened until you were able to crawl out of the room and I saw what was going on.
Yeah.
But anyway, to our viewers, thanks for watching so far as we discuss this moment of clarity that we had within the last week or so. My name is Michael, and this is my wife, April, and welcome to Retirement Unmasked, where we're just an average middle-class couple, public safety couple, and we try to just unmask certain things that are going on in our lives. But one thing that we've noticed is with our health, just one small minor change can really influence our independence. April lost her independence for a good while until we got her in the boot and got her treatment. She was having difficulty, still has difficulty climbing stairs, getting in and out of the shower.
Mm-hmm.
I offered to help her with that, but I was turned down 3 times. Just getting into the car is like a little bit of an ordeal now.
True.
And it wasn't so much the pain that affected you, it was just the mobility and the loss of things that you took for granted every day, it seemed like. And here's a truth that nobody really talks about too much, and we've noticed it. I've noticed it in my 30s. My body would forgive me when I did something stupid. I was still able to heal from overdoing it, like when you'd go to a softball tournament with your buddies and you'd play softball for 3 days and you hadn't played all year and you're trying to do things that you really shouldn't be doing.
Yeah.
In your 30s, your body will forgive you. In your 40s, your body really warns you and it says, hey, dummy head, you better not do that again. You're right on the borderline of having an injury, but you don't quite get injured. And it takes a longer time to heal even in your 40s. But what I've noticed in my 50s, my body is telling me, you better knock it off 100% and you better just start to pay attention to what you're doing because your health is the most important thing that you have. And what I've realized is that every dumbbell that I lift, every short walk that I go for, it's really helping us towards the life that we want in our 60s and our 70s. And hey, for the public safety audience folks out there, this can hit especially hard as you all have made high demands of your bodies, whether you realize it or not. You gave up your 20s and 30s doing a lot of hard lifting, a lot of chasing bad guys, a lot of climbing stairs. You know, if you're a firefighter, in and out of apparatus, if you're in the military, you've done a lot of wonderful things, but your body has taken a beating. And we need to realize that health is something that we absolutely 100% need to take into retirement. Like it's not optional.
Right.
And in my 50s, I feel like I'm kind of running out of time to recognize that. And so in a way, while I'm not thankful for the injury because I've had to do most of the cooking and cleaning and
Thank you.
You do Christmas and now I had to do Christmas. Christmas was not the Christmas in past because April wasn't able to participate.
We're not done yet. We fell behind.
We are very, very much behind. But health is not optional to take into retirement. You absolutely need to take your health into retirement. And a lot of us, we say, hey, I'm going to wait a little while and then I'm going to get in shape. Or after Christmas, I'm going to eat better. Or New Year's resolutions. And it's like that game you played when you were a kid, that game Kick the Can. Did you play that?
Yep.
That can can get kicked and kicked and kicked. And then eventually you drink another soda and you replace it with a new can, right? Once the one gets beaten up so much. But you can't do that with your body. No. You're not getting a new body. This is the body that we're given. So don't kick that can down the road for too long on our health. I'll be turning 60 this spring. Not good. So this injury to April, it's really making us value health over finances. It has made me realize this truth. And I read this and I'm trying to embrace this. Health is not a foundation, but health is the foundation of retirement. So for our viewers, if you have struggled with a lack of focus on your health, nutrition, those sorts of things, and you have some tips for the rest of our viewers or tips for April and I, please drop those in the comments below. If you're so inclined, give us a like, give us a subscribe. We're inching up towards 100 subscribers. I'm going to be really excited when we make it to 100.
Can't wait to hit 100.
Yeah, it'll be pretty cool.
Yeah, the topic of physical health hits especially hard in your 50s because this is the decade when retirement finally feels real. You start talking about travel, bucket lists, freedom from schedules and bosses.
Amen.
More time with your friends.
Yeah.
Time for hobbies. Dreaming about grandkids. And then it hits. Every one of those plans assumes your body cooperates.
Yeah.
Again, retirement isn't just a financial event, it's a physical one.
It's a physical one. And again, this past week, it's really showed us how much April and I, we've taken our health for granted. We're relatively healthy people. Our other little health wake-up call this last year in 2025 was our trip to Colorado to visit one of our daughters and her boyfriend. And now I get it. They're in their 20s. They're in their prime. But they were going up trails like, two mountain goats. And April and I were huffing and puffing. That was a little bit of a wake-up call for me as far as my health. And you know what? We've all sat in service. Most of our departments, public safety departments, even at workplace, like if you're a businessman, you have some sort of wellness plan in place. And you've heard this message about your health for years. But until something happens in your life or the life of a loved one, it really doesn't resonate and become a priority. This one really hit home, basically because I realized I can't carry the load without April. She does so much around the house, and we've kind of kicked the can a little bit with our health, and we say, oh, we'll deal with that later. We're busy today. This is just a part of getting older. And guess what? Later, it shows up faster than you think. And I'm going to give an example of this. Your career, if you're watching this, your career flew by. Those 20, 25, 30 years absolutely flew by. You probably in your mind still think that you're 25, but maybe you're 55 or 65. And even during our career, we let things slide. And sometimes we have to. Like for me, instead of going to the gym, because we have 5 kids, I would go work overtime instead of going to the gym. And I'd say, well, I'm going to do it when I get done my overtime. But then I'm done my overtime and I'm exhausted. I need to sleep because I need to go back to work in 8 hours. So this topic of health, I feel, it's especially real for police officers, firefighters, public safety members. But it's also, I know several people who own businesses, who are business owners, or they're service workers, right? And they have neglected the most important resource that they have as well, which is their health. In public safety, most of the careers, they're built on heavy gear, long shifts, little or no sleep, or just really poor sleep, and you just push through it. But all those things that we're pushing through in our prime, they don't disappear in retirement.
Right.
They follow us into retirement. Sleep apnea, loss of muscle strength, they all follow you into retirement.
Mm-hmm. This isn't about fear. It's not about extreme fitness or perfect diets.
Yeah.
This is about strength, balance, mobility, bone health, recovery time. It's about staying independent.
Independence.
I'm not trying to be young again. I'm trying to stay independent. And right now, my independence is fragile for the next few months anyway.
Yeah.
It was humbling, and I fought it, but Michael convinced me to get a temporary disability placard from the DMV.
Yeah, because it was challenging for you, like when we went to church, to walk across that parking lot. It was a little entertaining for me at times. So I did make this video for our viewers to enjoy. Check this out. So what did you think of that video?
Oh my goodness. I'm glad I can laugh at myself.
Yeah. I had to throw it out there. We have to have some humor with the whole thing. But here's a hard truth, man. Money, it doesn't matter if you can't move. It doesn't matter if you can't travel. It doesn't matter if you can't get on the floor with your grandkids and play Legos or do whatever. It doesn't matter if you can't enjoy what you all have worked your entire life for. Health quietly becomes the gatekeeper of your freedom. So remember that. Health is the gatekeeper of your freedom. It's not your finances. It's not your friends. It's not all those things that sometimes we think. It's our health. And your body, your health is going to decide how much quality time in retirement you actually get. And I don't know how you all feel, but I worked a really long time for the Maryland State Police. And I want to get, number one, I want to get that monthly check for as many months as I can, as many years as I can.
That pension is gold.
The pension is gold, and your department is gambling on your health. They actually are counting on us in public safety to be unhealthy so that that pension check can either be stopped or it can be reduced in some way. So we want you to get that guaranteed income for life. More importantly, we just want you to be healthy. We just want you to be around for your loved ones, for your friends, for your family, and we want you to enjoy retirement. We want you to be mobile. And this experience, the GIMP over here, has kind of changed how we think about risk, recovery, and ignoring pain. And it's not out of fear. We're going to recover from this. You're going to be fine. You're going to be stronger than ever. But it's out of respect for our future. You know, for me, I'll just give an example. For years, I have a pickup truck. I jump from the rear of my truck to the ground. I wouldn't even think twice about it. Now, when I get out of that truck, I'm like a little old lady. I've actually installed that ladder that flips down so I can climb down because I know that my knees, my back, my ankles, one of those things goes on me, it's a long, long recovery time. And I don't want to go through that.
If your current career and your future retirement depend on your body working, then your health plan might be the most important plan you have.
Yeah.
Don't wait for the wake-up call. We didn't see ours coming, but we actually, I'm glad it did, as it's, caused this time of reflection.
Yeah.
And I plan to use this temporary setback as my 2026 comeback.
2026 comeback.
That's right.
April's comeback story. Yeah.
So we have a trip planned in April 2026, and then a big fall trip planned also.
Yeah.
So at 56 years old, I will be ready for it all.
You are ready for it. And you've had a great attitude about this, actually. You haven't complained about it a whole lot. I know it hurt like hell. The doctor was even amazed that you were able to kind of carry on. And he finally gave you some pain medication. Yeah. I don't know if you took any before the video, but anyway, if this resonates with you, please share it with someone who needs to hear it. And please subscribe to our channel for more content. We want all of our friends, family, coworkers, we want all y'all around for a long time. and we want you healthy. I personally used to get overwhelmed with planning the fitness program, the perfect fitness program, and I would stall out after a week or two because I thought that meant I had to be in the gym 5 days a week. But at this point in my life, April and I have decided a short walk, a few push-ups during the day, stretching and mobility. We're hoping when we fully retire, we'll take some silly yoga classes together and just laugh our butts off. You can do these things every day, and you really don't need a plan. Just think about your future you. Again, this past week or so, it's kind of been amazing for us to see how fast your world shrinks when you have an injury and when mobility is limited.
Yes.
We took so many things for granted. Just walking to the mailbox to get the mail has kind of become a chore for you when I'm not around. This past week has really made us ask ourselves these 4 questions as we lean into retirement. And I want you all to think about these questions as well.
So number 1, ask what activities will matter most to us in retirement. Number 2, what health issues do we quietly worry about but don't talk about? That could be very different.
It could be very different.
Or women.
Yeah.
Number 3, if one of us had a temporary injury or major change in health status, what would change immediately? Number 4, what's one small health decision we've been postponing? Write it down. No judgment, no fixing, just clarity. It really helped us.
Yeah.
So thank you if you've made it this far in our video.
Yeah, thanks for watching if you made it this far.
Yeah.
You get a gold star for putting up with us for, I don't know, 8 or 10 minutes, however long it's been.
We want to end on a positive note, though. So thank you to everyone who voted on our 30th wedding anniversary trip video from a few weeks back. The majority vote was a, drum roll, cruise.
The cruise.
The RV adventure sounded great, but I will likely still be healing some ligaments, and the destination vacay sounds great for a future trip when we can do more strenuous activities and excursions. I now have 4 months to heal, get stronger, and be very intentional about how we move forward.
Yeah, so you got 4 months to heal.
Yes.
And the doctor recommended sweeping, vacuuming, and standing for long periods of
Did
time.
not.
Cooking. That's what I heard.
Okay, well, I'll do cooking. I'll be sitting at the table, chop, chop, chop.
All right, close
So,
us out.
Here's to a safe week filled with new adventures, cherished memories, and boundless joy.
Thanks for watching.
Yes.